ready to advance your career in health and management, Higher Ground College of Health and Management Sciences invites ambitious students to pursue excellence in dynamic learning environments. Why choose us? Our institution offers a transformative educational experience, combining education excellence and practical skills. We provide a cutting-edge curriculum with hands-on training, mentorship from industry professionals, networking opportunities for career growth, and leadership development for global impact. The programs offered include BSc, Medical Laboratory Science, Nursing Science, Environmental Health Science, Public Health, Community Health, and Health Economy. We also offer HND in Public Nursing. Our facilities: modern computer and medical labs, research centers and digital libraries, and interactive learning spaces and study zones. Who can apply? Aspiring professionals in health and management can apply. Working individuals seeking career advancement can also apply. International students looking for a global learning environment are also key applicants. Application requirements are 5 SSC credits, including English and Mathematics, JAM and entrance exam scores, medical report, birth certificate, local government industry letter, recommendation letters. Why Higher Ground? We offer work-study programs, flexible payment, and a supportive academic environment. Apply today. Visit www.
Welcome to the broadcast of News Hour on Sun TV, the pulse of the nation. You can also follow us on Facebook at Sun TV and on YouTube at Sun TV Live. My name is Mercy Juro, and now the major headlines. Taraba entertainment industry suspends beauty pageants amid human trafficking allegations. SANU holds 11th regular zonal NEC meeting at Taraba State University, focuses on staff welfare and policy issues. Governor Bala Mohammed appoints 168 political aides to boost governance and inclusion in Bauchi State. Senator Yahi partners with New Horizons to train 1,000 Ogun West youths in tech skills. Now the news in full. At a press briefing held in Jalingo on April 29, 2025, the leadership of the Taraba State entertainment industry announced the immediate suspension of all beauty pageant activities in the state for 6 months following serious allegations that some organizers have been using this event as front for human trafficking. The leadership condemned the alleged exploitation, stating it undermines the safety and dignity of participants and tarnishes the image of the industry. Formal petitions have been submitted to the law enforcement agencies, and individuals found guilty would face prosecution. The public is urged to provide credible information while being assured of confidentiality. This decision, though difficult, aims to protect the integrity of the entertainment sector in Taraba State. Still from Taraba State, on April 29, 2025, the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU, Taraba State University Jalingo branch, convened its 11th regular zonal executive council meeting. The event, which took place at the Honorable Aminu Suleiman Lecture Theatre 1 within the university premises, was attended by key members of the association, including branch executives, representatives from the zones, and various stakeholders within the academic community. During the meeting, discussion focused on addressing ongoing challenges facing the university staff, including staff welfare, university management policies, and the national issues impacting higher education in Nigeria. The meeting also provided an opportunity for members to review the association's activity, re-strategize for upcoming projects, and reaffirm their commitment to the improvement of academic environment at the university. This gathering was part of SANU's regular effort to strengthen its leadership structure and ensure better representation and advocacy for its members across the country. Some TV correspondent Lilian Yakubu filed in the video clips.
organized. Can you please expatiate?
Well, you know, the Northeast is one of the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. And we have produced great men, and we also contribute a lot in terms of resources to the development of this country. Mind you, the first Prime Minister of Nigeria is from the Northeast. We have also produced the Vice President, Atiku Abubakar, from this zone. And we have so many great men like General T.Y. Danjuma. We have so many people who are representing us, or who have represented us very, very well. And if you look at the rate of development in terms of infrastructure and other things, you will see that the Northeast is backward. And this is why I said that the Northeast desires and deserves attention of the federal government. We have the worst set of roads. Anywhere, are you trying to go to Gombe or Taraba or Adamawa or Maiduguri? From any point you want to go into the Northeast, the roads are bad. And that is why we are calling on government to bring their attention back to the Northeast, ensure that also we are treated as Nigerians. This is our request, and this they should do, and they must do.
But when you are talking about good governance, the state's governors should not be left out as well. Can you please assess the level of works among the governors here?
Well, if you look at what is happening in most of the states, our state governors are doing fairly better than even other state governors in other parts of Nigeria. For example, if you go to Adamawa, Yola, the state capital, is one of the best in Nigeria today in terms of cleanliness, in terms of good connection of roads. And the same thing is happening because I've been through some township roads in Jalingo here. It's also looking fine. So our governors in the Northeast are doing fairly good. And but you should understand that governance is about constitutionality. There are things that the state governments can do, while there are things that solely belongs to the powers of the federal government. And the roads connecting states are not under the purview of the state governments and state governors. And that's why we are saying that the federal government should wake up from its sleep and treat our people in the Northeast even better than the way they are treated.
Okay, so
yes,
yes. About insecurity across the country.
Yes.
And some Nigerians are calling for self-defense.
Yes.
What is your take on that?
Well, defense is about protecting yourself, protecting your family, your community, and so on. I don't want to be political about it, but defending yourself is a must. If you cannot defend yourself, who do you expect to defend you? So you mean you'll be staying at home and then somebody will come and break your door and enter, and then you'll be looking at him because there's government? Everybody should defend himself, but in accordance with the law. But what government needs to do is that, like I said, there are so many policemen and other security agencies who are doing virtually nothing, redundant on the roads, collecting money here and there from motorists, making life unbearable for Nigerians. They should be deployed to go and curb insecurity. These people you see along Jalingo Yola Road, most of them, they are just collecting money. They are not doing anything. So let them carry arms and go to the bushes and flush out the criminals. This is what they should do. And the same thing, you see so many policemen, doing VIP jobs, carrying women handbags, the wife of governors and ministers and so on. That is not supposed to be their calling. They should go and do their work as policemen. They should protect, Nigerians. They should protect our, communities. This is what we have been saying. And that Nigeria is seriously under-policed, because we have been told that we have less than 500,000 policemen, for over 200 million Nigerians. Why can't we have like a million policemen or even 2 million? This is what is happening in other parts of the world, So this is our problem now.
Yeah, Mr. President, you said you are going to shut the whole entire university if your union deprive this 50 billion. How do you intend to shut down the whole university?
Shutting down university is nothing new to us, and that we are not happy to do it. But when we are pushed to do it, we'll do it. We will do it without reservation, because a worker should have his wage paid. A worker should have his own allowances paid. We are not slaves. So if we work for the system, we should be paid. And that if money is being made available by government, no member of the community should feel more important than the other. We are all of the same pedestal. The university cannot operate without the non-teaching staff. We have said it, and I mean this. No university can operate without the non-teaching staff. not in Nigeria, not in America, not in Australia, not anywhere in the world, because we all have our jobs to do. And that we have said that we are here for the students. And if you want the students to be happy, make the staff happy. If we are happy, the students will be happy.
Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed has appointed 168 new political aides as part of efforts to strengthen governance and enhance service delivery. According to his media advisor, Mutak Gidado, the appointment included principal special assistants and senior special assistants, and personal assistants, most of whom are experienced former office holders. The move aims to promote inclusion and better reflect the state's diverse political and community interests. The governor urged the appointees to serve with dedication and loyalty, emphasizing that the appointments will take immediate effect. Senator Solomon Olamilekon, popularly known as Yayi, has partnered with New Horizon Nigeria to train 1,000 youth in Ogun West Senatorial District in information technology skill. The initiative aims to equip young people with practical expertise in areas such as fintech, software development, and data management, enabling them to thrive in the digital economy. Yayi described the partnership as a strategic move to prepare the youth for emerging opportunities in tech, while New Horizons affirmed its commitment to delivering industry-relevant training. The program will also provide necessary tools for ongoing development, forming part of a broader effort to reduce youth unemployment and bridge the digital skills gap in Ogun State. A journalist based in Kebbi State, Maikwawi Abubakar Shatima, nation attempt in Birnin Kebbi late Monday night. Eyewitnesses report that the attack occurred around 11:30 p.m. near the GRA behind the presidential lodge at Shatima was leaving the residence of the PDP state spokesperson. He was ambushed by 6 assailants riding on 3 motorcycles and a vehicle who blocked his path and attempted to drag him from his car. In an attempt to escape, Shatima rammed into one of the motorcycles but was ultimately overpowered, adopted and taken to the outskirts of the city. The journalist recounted being severely beaten and left for dead by the attackers. He was later rescued by a motorist who took him to Sir Yahaya Memorial Hospital for treatment before he was placed under proactive care by the police. Over 5,000 residents oil-producing communities in Imo State have received free eye care services through the I Can See program, jointly organized by Saplet Energy and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. The initiative, flagged off in Owerri, is part of Saplet's corporate social responsibility efforts and includes eye screening, surgeries, blood pressure and sugar level checks, as well as the distribution of medicated glasses and drugs. Since its inception in 2012, the program has served over 22,000 patients, conducted 726 eye surgeries, and provided more than 12,000 prescription glasses. Representatives from the both Saplet and NMPT emphasized the program's role in combating preventable blindness and improving quality of life in the host communities. The FADO's Rapid Response Team has significantly reduced polio vaccine resistance in Gako ward of Akko, local government area of Gombe State, bringing the number of residents' household down from 70 to 15. According to Malam Mohammed Lawan, primary healthcare coordinator of Akko local government, the team, comprising respected community figures, engaged directly with skeptical families to blind trust and correct misinformation. The initiative, launched in collaboration with the Gombe State government, UNICEF and WHO, aims to ensure full immunization coverage. Community leaders praised the culturally sensitive approach, while parents commend the campaign and urge others to embrace vaccination for their children's well-being. The former Kaduna State Governor Nasiru El-Rufai has explained his defection to the Social Democratic Party as a move to support a political platform free from godfatherism and internal dysfunction. Speaking in Kano, El-Rufai said Nigeria needs a credible alternative to address its current existential challenges, and the SDP offers that possibility through its commitment to internal democracy and grassroots mobilization. He dismissed claims of personal ambition, stating his political decisions were driven by national interests. El-Rufai also confirmed coalition talk with other political groups and urged young Nigerians to join efforts to build a new political figure for the country. The federal government has pledged support to Kwara State in its effort to locally produce medicine and vaccines, reaffirming its commitment to strengthening the nation's healthcare system. This assurance was given as part of border initiative to enhance health security and reduce dependency on imported medical supplies. Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo of Anambra State has pledged to transform the state into a green, livable and prosperous homeland in his second term. According to his press secretary, Christian Abrem, the governor's agendas include the development of smart cities, Aqua 2.0, the next Onitsha and Anambra mixed-use industrial city, alongside plans for a state rail network, dual carriage highway, and a modern mass transit system. He also aims to establish a comprehensive oncology center and expand telemedicine access across rural areas. Major tourism upgrades include Obunike Cave and Agu Lake are on the way, while a new Morite Hotel in Akwa will boost hospitality. Additionally, a statewide student bursary scheme will be introduced to enhance education inclusivity. Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpeholu has suspended Dr. Colson Osikia Ohamire, Executive Secretary of the State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, over allegation of financial and official misconduct. The suspension was announced by Secretary to the state government, Umar Kilko, who stated the agency's most senior staff would take over in an acting capacity while a special committee is set up to investigate the allegations. A recent opinion article highlights public outcry over continued killing in Benue and Plateau State, which are being perceived as acts of ethnic cleansing by suspected headers. It encourages citizens to prioritize self-defense amid dwelling trust in government protection and commends Governor Haiten Alia for his bold leaderships. The piece further calls for collective unity, information sharing, and sustained support for the governor's security initiatives, while urging patience as he confronts both political and security hurdles. A professor at the Taraba State University, John Ajayi, has urged President Bola Tinubu to review Nigeria's commitment to the ECOWAS Transparency Protocol and support the enactment of a national ban on open grazing. In an open letter, Ajayi warned that the protocol has exacerbated insecurity by enabling armed groups to exploit cross-border pastoral routes, leading to displacement, economic losses, and territorial threats. He cited a USAID report attributing about 7,000 deaths and a $13 billion in annual losses between 2025 and 2029 to pastoral conflict. While commending the creation of the Federal Ministry of Livestock Development, Ajayi called for a decisive action, including the passage of the Anti-Open Grazing Bill to protect national sovereignty and promote modern livestock practices. Report has it that a shipping rift between Niger State Governor Mohammed Umar Bago and his deputy Yakubu Gaba has suffered following the deputy's relocation from his official residence and a speculation about his possible resignation. The tension is reportedly linked to a political marginalization, including the exclusion of Gaba's loyalists from APC consensus list for the forthcoming local government election and a significant cut in funding in his office. The situation is further complicated by alleged efforts by power brokers to weaken Gaba's influence ahead of the 2031, when the governor is expected to shift to his senatorial zone. Protests have erupted in Shiroro and Mokwa local government areas over disputed candidates lists, with the APC supporters threatening to resist the party choices. Civil society groups such as the CICLAC, led by the Anwar Rafijani, urge constitutional reforms to clarify the role of deputy governors, warning that the continued sidelining contributes to broader political instability. The All Progressive Congress has attributed the recent wave of defection by prominent politicians to President Bola Tinubu's commendable leadership style and governor's achievements. The party noted that these defections are already influencing the political landscape in the build of the 2027 election. At least 26 people were killed on Monday when a truck struck an improved explosive device in Borno State, northeastern Nigeria, near the border with Cameroon. The explosion, which claimed the lives of men, women, and children, occurred amid a resurgence of the violence attributed to Boko Haram and ISWAP insurgents. The victims, many burned beyond recognition, were buried in Ran, where the blast occurred. The road where the attacks happened links to the town of Ran and Gamboro Ngala area, increasingly targeted by armed groups. No group has claimed responsibility, but residents suspect Boko Haram. The incident adds to recent violence in the region, including attacks that left at least 24 others dead in Borno and Adamawa states. Governor Babangana Zulum has warned that the insurgents are regaining ground due to the military setbacks. Former Kaduna State Governor Nasiru El-Rufai has stated that his political choices have already been guided by loyalty to Nigeria rather than to any party or individual. Speaking in Kano during a visit to Emir Muhammadu Sanusi II and leaders of the Social Democratic Party, which he recently joined, El-Rufai said his move was aimed to building a credible alternative free from godfatherism and dysfunction he said afflicts both the APC and PDP. He stressed that his defection was driven by a desire to promote fairness, internal democracy, and national unity, not personal grievances. At 65, he added he seeks only to contribute to Nigeria's progress, advocating for leadership based on competence over regional rotation. Business executive and socialist Aisha Suleiman Achimugu was arrested by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission upon her arrival in Nigeria from London. Her legal team confirmed. Her lawyer Chika Solu Ojukwu stated the arrest around 5 a.m. violated a court undertaking, noting Achimugu had returned voluntarily to face an EFCC investigation into alleged money laundering and criminal conspiracy linked to the MBA, the Trading Capital Limited scheme. Achimugu has since begun a hunger strike, with her legal team describing as a prisoner of conscience. The EFCC had declared her wanted in March and argued she violated administrative bail terms. The Federal High Court in Abuja has ordered her to appear before the EFCC on April 29 and directed the agency to report back to the court on April 30th. Delta State Governor Sheriff Obowori has praised Vice President Kashim Shettima, APC Chairman Umar Ganduji, and other party leaders for their warm reception as he officially defected to the All Progressive Congress, alongside former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa and the entire Delta State PDP structure. Speaking at a ceremony in Asaba, Obowori affirmed his commitment to party unity and pledged to work for the progress of Delta State. He described the show of solidarity from the APC leaders, including several governors, as the kind of love and unity a country needs to advance. The federal government has directed WAEC and NECO to fully implement computer-based testing for all examinations starting in 2026. Minister of Education Dr. Tunji Alausa announced the decision during a JAM monitoring exercise in Buari, noting that the objective questions will be administered via CBT from November 2025, with full CBT implementation, including essay paper, by mid-2026. Over 2 million candidates are currently participating in examination at over 800 centers nationwide. The former Labour Party chieftain Kenneth Oko has asserted that only a united opposition coalition can unseat President Bola Tinubu in the 2027 election. In an interview with Arise News, Okonwo criticized the current state of the major opposition parties, describing the PDP as APC's servant of servants and the Labour Party under Julius Abure as APC's housemaid. He argued that this disunity among the opposition paved the way for APC dominance and accused the ruling party of exploiting their fragmentation. Okonwo, a former APC member, condemned Tinubu's administration as incomparably bad and urged the opposition to form a coalition that will conduct open primaries. He proposed that any eventual candidate, whether from the north or south, should agree to serve only a single 4-year term to complete what he views as unfinished mandate. President Bola Tinubu has congratulated Remo Star Football Club on winning the 2024-2025 Nigerian Premier Football League title, praising the team's resilience and urging them to pursue continual success. In a statement by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onagwa, the president commended the players, coaching crew, and management for their discipline, hard work, and strategic efforts. He described the victory as a proud moment for Eken and Ogun states, highlighting it as a milestone that brings national attention to the region. In a terrorism trial including the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, witnesses set to testify against him will do so behind the screen. This decision followed a request by the federal government counsel, Adeboyega Awomulo, citing security concerns for the petition and of the witnesses' identities. The application was granted by Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja on Tuesday. Kanu, facing 7 terrorism charges, did not oppose the motion. The prosecution has already called for its first witness, known as Pwa, who has begun providing testimony in the case. Special Advisor to the Lagos State Governor of Health, Dr. Kemi Ogunyemi, has advised residents to avoid untrained birth attendants, warning that their patronage contributes significantly to the maternal deaths. Speaking during a medical outreach by the Simisola Alabisi Foundation in Obalende, Ogunyemi emphasized the importance of health insurance in assessing quality care and highlighted the government's effort to expand affordable health care. She also stressed public awareness of diseases outbreak and urged men to take active role in family health decisions. Foundation founder Simisola Alabi called for greater support for the unserved community, noting the outreach focus on maternal health and sustaining in children. Still from Lagos, the Lagos State chapter of National Youth Council of Nigeria has called on the Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission to ensure fairness and transparency in the upcoming local government elections scheduled for July 12, 2025. In a statement issued on Monday, NYCN State Chairman Adegun Olalekan urged the Commission to uphold its mandate of conducting free and fair and credible elections. He reiterated the Council's decision to promoting youth inclusion in governance and announced plans to intensify voter education, campaigns to boost youth out trust. Olalekan also encouraged political parties to support youth to young aspirants and urge voters to elect candidates who prioritize accountability, services, and community development. He emphasized that increased youth participants in government is essential for building a progressive and inclusive society. On to Ekiti State, the governor Biodun Oyebanji on Monday disbursed 155.4 million naira in compensation to property owners affected by the Kere-Akure Road dualization project. Represented by the Deputy Governor Monisha De Afuye, Oyebanji stated that the payment over land valuation and improvement on the affected properties, assuring that the process was transparent and in line with due process. He reaffirmed his administration's commitment to infrastructure that enhances economic activity and interstate connectivity. Property owners were praised for their cooperation, while the governor emphasized that though the compensation may not match the full value of the properties, the sacrifices were significant to the state's development. Social advisor on land, Professor James Olaleye, urged recipients to use the funds wisely, noting the road's importance to business and agricultural growth in the region. The 2023 presidential candidate of the Social Democratic Party, Prince Adewale Adebayo, has stated that the party will not serve as a refuge for politicians seeking to settle personal scores with President Bola Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress. Speaking during a televised interview, Adebayo said the SDP welcomes new members, but insists they must align with the party's ideology and abandon the divisive practices of the former parties. He cautioned defectors against imposing old political habits, stressing that the political structure have been instructed to educate newcomers on ethical conduct and accountability. Adebayo reiterated the alliance with the SDP must be for the people's benefit and not driven by selfish ambition. He also noted that while the party opposes the current administration policies, it remains its independence and rejects any offer of position from the government. Only those who adopt the party's value and prove themselves over time. He added many earn leadership roles in the future. A family dispute has emerged among the children of Juju music legend King Sunny Ade over his whereabouts and well-being. His daughter Damilola Esther accused her stepbrother Dayo of holding him hostage and mismanaging his affairs. Dayo denied the claims, insisting that KSA is healthy and still performing. Another son, David, backed Dayo's account, while a journalist noted concern from those unable to reach the music icon recently. The Nigerian Baptist Convention has urged the federal and state government to declare a state of emergency in the education sector. NBC President Israel Akanji made the call during a press briefing in Lagos ahead of the convention's 112th annual session. He emphasized the need for a complete overhaul of the education system from basic to tertiary level, citing the alarming number of out-of-school children and the inadequacy of current tertiary curricula in providing employable and self-resilient graduates. Akanji also called on the Civil Defense Corps to strengthen security in schools to prevent student abduction and urged President Bola Tinubu to intensify efforts to curb youth unemployment and the rising japa trend. The event also marked the 175th annual of Baptist work in Nigeria. A federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja has dismissed an application by the former Central Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele, seeking to reclaim a 753-unit estate in Lokoma. Justice Jude Onubwebzi ruled that Emefiele failed to challenge the fortitude within the stipulated 14-day period and lacked sufficient legal interest to intervene. The properties, covering over 150,000 square meters, had been fortified to the federal government following a suit by the EFCC. Emefiele argued he was unaware of the proceedings due to the fortiture nature being allegedly hidden in the newspaper, but the court held that the publication met legal requirements and could not be deemed obscure. A Kebbi State High Court seated in Birnin Kebbi has convicted 48-year-old Kabiru Shakari for sexually exploiting under the Trafficking in Person Act. Justice Shamsuddin Jafar found Shakiri guilty of 2 of 5 counts and sentenced him to 7 years imprisonment for each to run concurrently, with an option of a 1 million naira fine per count or an additional year in prison if unpaid. The conviction followed evidence presented by the prosecution, including confession statements from the victim, all 10-year-old pupils, and medical reports. The court dismissed a defense of insanity ruling and submitted medical reports inadmissible. Stay tuned for more updates. We are taking a break now. Don't change the channel. We'll be right back with more exciting updates on Sun TV.
The Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) Women Wing will weaken Taraba State cordially invites the public to their 31st annual convention, which is scheduled to take place on 15th to 18th May 2025. Venue CRC and LCC EB. Theme: the role of Christian women in time like this. Special guest of honor, Her Excellency Mrs. Agin Agbukefus, First Lady of Taraba State. Guest speakers, Very Reverend Engineer Okechukwu Kalu JP and Reverend Sagarga Novalga Gargia. Chief host, Mrs. Alice Nuhu, will weekend chairperson. Host, Mrs. Philomena Ibrahim and Reverend Dr. Dan Adis. Announcer, Planning Committee. The Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) Women Wing will weaken Taraba State cordially invites the public to their 31st annual convention, which is scheduled to take place on 15th to 18th May 2025. Venue CRC and LCC EB. Theme: the role of Christian women in time like this. Special guest of honor, Her Excellency Mrs. Agin Agbukefus, First Lady of Taraba State. Guest speakers, Very Reverend Engineer Okechukwu Kalu JP and Reverend Sagarga Novalga Gargia. Chief host, Mrs. Alice Nuhu, will weekend chairperson. Host, Mrs. Philomena Ibrahim and Reverend Dr. Dan Adis. Announcer, Planning Committee.
Welcome back. We are glad you're still with us. Coming up next, the Speaker of the Osun State House of Assembly, Adewale Egbedun, has introduced two new bills aimed at enhancing road safety and promoting entrepreneurship in the state. Disclosing this via his official X handle, Egbedun announced the Osun State Road and Vehicle Inspection Service Bill 2024, which seeks to improve vehicle inspection protocol and reduce accidents. Also introduced was the Osun State Start-up Bill 2024, aimed at fostering a supportive environment for innovation and youth-led businesses. The Speaker urged public engagement as the bill advanced beyond the second reading. Edo State Governor Monday Ekbuholu has suspended the Executive Secretary of the Edo State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Coulson Ohiamiri, over allegation of serious financial and official misconduct. According to a statement by the Secretary to the state government, Umar Kilihilo, the most senior staff of the agency has been directed to assume acting leadership pending the outcome of an investigation by a special committee to be set up by the government. A general court-martial at the Nigerian Army 82 Division headquarters in Enugu State has sentenced Private Adamu Mohammed to death by hanging for the murder of his girlfriend, Ms. Hawal Ali. The court, led by Brigadier General Sasidu Buhari, delivered the verdict after reviewing evidence and considering a plea for leniency. In a separate case, Private Abubakar Yusuf was sentenced to 10 years in prison for a robbery at a mill in Enugu after the court was unable to reach an unanimous decision for the maximum penalty. That is all for the news hour. You can follow us on Sun TV, on Facebook at Sun TV, and on YouTube at Sun TV Live. My name is Messi Joru. Goodbye.